And hello everyone. So tonight I am jumping on, continue playing, well actually, tonight I'm jumping on to play Quest for Glory 2 Trial by Fire. Now, I have been playing through this past couple of streams, but I ran into a bit of an issue in the last one. So I've been looking into it, trying to figure out how to fix the problem. So apparently, trying to run the game on its own does cause a few bugs. In particular, it messes with the speed and timing of combat, making certain things pretty much impossible to do. There is, however, a thing called ScumVM, which you're apparently supposed to use to run the game, and that helps fix the problems and makes the game actually run proper. Although I did see it causes a problem with one of the things, which I'm hoping has been fixed since. But I just have to wait and see, since it's something that happens later in the game. I wasn't able to get in and test it. So yeah, the game should work a lot better now. The only problem is ScumVM uses its own save system, and unfortunately it is incompatible with the basic game save system. So unfortunately, all the save games from the previous streams can't be accessed. So sadly, I am going to have to start over. Now, fortunately, didn't really get very far into the game, so I'm not going to be losing a whole heck of a lot. Mainly just got through the first day. I will try and get through it as quickly as possible. Let's try and catch up to where I left off last time. As a little side note for YouTube, I have taken down the first video. So this will be direct continuation from the first one. Oh, once I actually get in, I will be doing the abbreviated streets. So it'll help with getting around. They still have to actually walk around to get places, to locate locations, or do the fast travel stuff. But the simplified streets basically get rid of all the dead ends, all the pointless loops, all that kind of stuff. Provides more direct lines from one place to another. It doesn't actually change the map all that much, like the locations of places. So things like finding places like Aziz's house and the astrologer, I still actually have to get there. But getting from one plaza to the next will be much quicker. Because the plazas are all connected directly to each other. So let's see how much of a difference it actually makes. But yeah, so actually one of the things that I forgot to do the last time was play the introduction. Now, when the game loads up, it goes through the title screens with all the logos for the different companies and whatnot. And I kind of thought that that's what the introduction was. But turns out it's not. It's actually a little kind of opening cinematic and a few credits. So, I know I'm supposed to be catching up. as quickly as I can, but I thought I would just run through the introduction and it kind of provides a proper intro to the game. So we'll start with that, and then carry over to import a hero, and start fresh. AGD Interactive presents. No, you're not gonna regret this, boss. Guaranteed the best in town, or you're not getting your money back. How's about a nice... Wait! What is that up there? No, that costume just will not do. Now you look like a hero shape here style. Oh, the inn has a for rent sign. Okay, so that's how we arrive in shape here. We crash land on the flying carpet. Okay. So I can import a hero from game 1. I'm gonna stay as a magic user. And again, 25 points to spend. A little bit into strength, a little bit into weapon use, the rest into magic. And that looks good. Okay, start. Offers multiple conversation and alleyway systems. The player, please select your preferences before starting. So I'll stick with the point and click, and I'm going to go with the simplified streets. You've selected the simplified alleyway system. This option will allow players new to Quest for Glory to navigate the city with little chance of getting lost. It's also just, it's not just for new players, it's also just to save time. So once I get the new map, I'll show what the alleyways look like now. Alright. Isn't that amazing how quickly we have set up this inn? The Catta's Tail is already the center of Shapier's entertainment. Where else can you watch Shima dance? You know you will always have a place to stay and find food to eat in Shapier. Jameen, Shima, and I cannot thank you enough for helping us recover our stolen treasure. It is good to be back home, even though I have had troubling news. My old friend Aris al-Din, the Emir of Razir, is missing. He was a good man, but not as wise as I. But when you have not even seen our beautiful Shapier, and already I speak of problems. But You need to go out, explore, and discover why this is indeed a land of enchantment. I am Abdullah Du. It is an old family name. The land of Shapier may be plagued with elementals and jinns, but the city will ever stand as long as there are heroes such as yourself. A place to relax, to talk to friends, to eat and drink, to watch entertainment. What better place to be? Yuma's cooking is fantastic, and her tea is heavenly. Truly, the Kata are friends beyond measure. I could just skip through all this because I kind of did it the first time around, but again, this is the first time this video. This is the first time for YouTube, and also going through these conversation options improves your conversation skill, which eventually will help with bargaining in the bazaar. So it is kind of worth going through these, both for those who didn't get a chance to watch the first video before I took it down, and because it actually does affect the in-game stuff. So anyway, oh, little blip there, but anyway, let's go down. The very plazas of our city are a thriving marketplace. Inner magical beings, huge monstrous creatures of power capable of tearing a man limb from limb, although I have never personally experienced this. Kata make great neighbors and friends. Shamin and Shima are the finest of katas. Like a cat, Shamin lands upon his paws wherever he goes. This inn is the oasis of culture for Shapier. Ah, the enchanting Shima, her dance must be seen to be savored. The desert is full of perils for the unwary, and only brave men or fools dare go there. I used to travel through the desert often. Same thing you already said. Brazier and Shapier were sister cities, separated by the sands of the desert. Now it is said that the fountain of Brazier runs no more, and that the city's soul has shriveled like a grape in the sun. Aris was the kindest of men, quick to hug you and call you brother, but I must admit that he was not very brave. Oh, wait. He was a generous and friendly man, and Razier was a place worth living. Now Aris is lost, his brother sits on his throne, and Razier stagnates. If you had not returned our stolen carpet and treasures, I would still be sitting there, wasting away to a mere shadow of myself. I have given the carpet to the Sultan, and in return he has made me wealthy beyond even my dreams. It would have been nice to have kept the flying magic carpet. No greater treasure than friendship. If I had not fought off so many in the battle in Spielberg Pass, perhaps you would not have made it through the brigand lair, my friend. Yeah, sure. Okay. Go. Oh, maybe I can't do it while I'm in the inn. Okay. Let's start a brand new day. I will. For that. And then do a quick save. Shamin in the tongue of my kindred means he of the lion. The city is but an island of beauty amidst the shifting sands and timeless mountains. This is truly what an inn should be, the center of all. With Shima to dance and the poet Omar to entertain, there will always be something of interest here. There is none in all shape here to compare to my beautiful and wondrous mate. When Shima dances, fires awaken, at least for Kata. Poetry is revered in this land. The words of the poet Omar speak both to the heart and to the mind. In the plaza of the fountain and other plazas, the Kata merchants set up their shops. Kata are fine sellers of many things, for they know the true value of wealth. To be truly wealthy, you must learn what it is to be content. We are a little people and few, but like grains of sand, we will always belong to the desert. Speaking of the desert, it tends to change color with the time of day. The desert is dear to our people. However, it is best viewed at night. It is hard to survive the heat of the sun. There are many creatures in the desert who would seek to harm you. The city used to be but a mirror to Shapier. Now it is said that it is a foreshadow of what is to come. It is not good to speak of evil, but there is much of it in Razier. We journeyed to Spielberg to bring back a hero, which I guess you succeeded at doing. Okay. You, stranger. You just in luck. I got everything you need right here. You need a map? I got a map. You need a compass? I got a compass. You need a souvenirs of Shapier for friends and relatives? I got the best souvenirs in town. You look such a fine person. Have I got a deal for you? Special today only, I sell you a genuine made in Japan glow-in-the-dark turban which says, "My father went to Shapier and all he bought me was." But maybe you got no kids. Then what you want is what I got right here, a Shapier in a bottle. You shake it and you see Shapier in a sandstorm. I sell it just for you for only twice what it's worth. My name is Alicia. Tell you what you need, what more can you want? How would you think... how you think you going to find yourself with no map? I sell you one cheap, only 100 centimes. Special edition today says you are here with a big X. With a compass, you always know which way you're going. How many people you meet know that. I give you a compass. It only costs 100 centimes. This is the finest souvenir stand in town. I personally guarantee it. This is also only a souvenir stand in town. These souvenirs? I got them. How about a pair of glow-in-the-dark socks of Shapier? This away. You no lose your feet at night. I won't worry about asking about the price, because he just restates the prices of things. It's a nice town, nice land. And you need my map to find it. Go to the fountain, take the road Junub Tariq, keep going until you get wet. Then you find the fountain. Isn't that where you take ice cream and put whipped cream and fudge on top? I understand the sightseeing business is not too good there. Okay. South Street. So... I have money that I got from the last game. A bunch of rewards for saving the Baron's daughter, chasing Baba Yaga out, returning the Warlock, stuff like that. So I have a fair amount of cash. I do, however, need to get it converted, because he was talking about centimes and stuff, and I have gold coins. I've also got rations, water, my armor, and a dagger. So if I try and give him money... Wait a minute, what do you think I am, money changer? Your money, it's no good. You need to get this changed to dinars and centimes before you can buy something. I wonder... Ah, okay, so this unlocks new conversation options. So now I can ask about the money changer. I'm gonna find the money changer, right? No problem, boss. You go north until you get to the fountain. From the fountain's north point, you turn to the left. And north of the fountain, turn left. You go until you can see a way to the left, and you go to the left. That's the right way. Follow the road, and you can no miss it. So to go to the fountain, on the north side, turn left, and then left. Okay, seems simple enough. There's one other thing I want to do before I head out. So I need to get my money changed before I can do anything else, really. But I want to see. Oh, I can't ask about the roads or the alleys or whatever. Okay. But yeah, so now I can start asking other people about the money changer. Money changer will change the money of Spielberg for the coins of Shapier. Finding her in Shapier's maze of streets may be difficult without a map of the city. Street names may only provide you a limited means of orientation. Allow me to explain their meanings to you. Oh, cool. Queen spent some time making you familiar with the words that make up the names of Shapier's streets. So now I think I can convert them into English. Or they are converted into English. I don't know if that really is a benefit at all, but whatever. Anyway, let's go find the money changer. We can get some dinars. West Avenue, East Avenue. So yeah, I think the ways that you were able to go before are now blocked off. I was wondering how they were going to do it. The alley in that direction is blocked off by a heavy iron grate. Yeah. Iron grate does not open. Okay, I was wondering if they were just going to kind of delete it entirely, like put a wall in there instead, or like how they were going to do this. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. I can't seem to select that. The other ones work, but that could be a problem. Well, not really. I don't really use the things that are in there anyway, but whatever. That's blocked off as well. Fountain. I want to be on the north side. Go down left. Those are blocked. And I can go left, go left. Onto Dinar Street. That one's blocked off. Another one blocked off. Here we are. So we have a stranger to our fair land. Welcome, traveler from afar. Come closer, that you might find all you seek here. I am Dinarzad, changer of money for Shapier. Would you like to exchange something with me? Frank the guard marks you with his glare. You suspect he would give no quarter in a fight. He would likely pound you into rubble. Oh, I was thinking about this the last time, wondering why some of these words were capitalized. Francs, marks, quarters, pounds, rubles. I think these are just names of money. In any case, he has no dime to speak to you, to coin a phrase. To fight him would make no sense. Better leave him alone for a change. It's all just money puns. The woman is very attractive with her dark, curly hair and lovely figure. She smiles invitingly at you. My name is Dinarzad, which means child of golden coins. I'm always pleased to exchange money for strangers. I only deal in money. I will be only too happy to exchange your old, worn-out foreign money for money which is a bit more practical around here. I'll gladly trade your foreign money for our dinars and centimes. I always enjoy helping others, and I give the best rate around. Dinars are the gold coins, centimes are brass coins that are used around everywhere around here. Brazier was once a place where anyone with some brains and skills could make some quick cash. Now that things have changed under the new Emir, only those who toadied to the authorities can get ahead. Ferrari is an excellent example of the type of person, of that type of person, only too willing to kiss and tell. The old Emir of Razier was a fool, and fools are easy to deal with. But from all I hear, whoever controls Razier now is far from a fool. Do not trust him in Razier unless you are a thief. Even then, watch your backside. Japier is a very safe and orderly place under the watch of our Sultan. It can be very dangerous for those who break the law and get caught. That's probably the same. Oh, yeah. Phantom Plaza is to the east of here. Yeah, and these usually are just giving directions. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's exchange some money. So we started with 193. 193. I don't know if there's a reason to do it in smaller increments. Like, only exchanging 50? I think the conversion is the same. Unless it's based on your conversation skill? I don't really want to wait until later to exchange the money, so whatever. 193. Here you are. I just love intimate exchanges like this. That noise means I've earned some points. Yeah, so 193 down to 119. That's a huge chunk of my cash gone. And I don't remember the exchange rate being that bad. I think even before you were able to... Well, actually no, I don't think you were able to bargain down the exchange rate. So, oh, I forgot. There is something that can do. It's kind of late now, but whatever. Happy to see me? Or is that just money in your pocket? Haha. It's always a pleasure. I wish I could see more of you. I don't have any money to exchange, so yeah. She coyly evades your kiss. Aww. Okay, say goodbye. Ah man, always coming and going. Always going and coming. And always too soon. Is that an innuendo? Anyway, we have money. So I need to make it back to South Plaza in order to buy a map. But again, fortunately, all of the dead ends, all of the... Well, that's kind of annoying, but whatever. All the pointless branches... Wait, was that right? Yeah, turn right. Yeah, okay, back to the Fountain Plaza. All the extra bits are gone. And it kind of kills some of the charm of the game, but like, kind of like the idea of being able to move around a bit quicker. It would have been nice if there was more stuff. I think one of the problems that this game has, and I did mention this last time, it's a bit empty. Now, they've gone to quite a length of being able to... Where am I going? So, they added quite a lot more detail to these streets. I just kind of wish there was more that actually went on in there. Kind of like in the plazas. I just wish there was more busy stuff around. Like, it seems very empty. Now, I get there was a limitation to the number of assets they could put in and all that kind of stuff, but still, when they did the remake, I wish they added some more just little bits and pieces. But anyway, let's do a cheeky save. Let's buy some things. Alright. Ali Chica souvenirs. He has a map, he has a compass, he has a sand dome. Expensive sand dome. Oof. Although I think 100 centimes... No, 100 centimes is 1 dinar, I think. So I definitely want a map. So let's go... I did these a bit too low the last time. I think I might... Oh, nah. So he wants 99 centimes. Increase that to 90. And there we go. Let me see if I got one. So we saved off 10 centimes. That's not bad. You're no gonna regret this, boss. Guaranteed the best in town, or you're no getting your money back. But now I have a map. And yeah, 100 centimes is 1 gold dinar, because I had 119. But now... So this is what the map looks like now. Pretty much all the streets are gone. And yeah, the long twisty way of getting to the money changer is now just this curve. There are a couple of other things that lead to places. But otherwise, it is significantly simplified. Even like getting to the other locations looks like it's a lot quicker and easier to do. There's still a little bit of a curvy wiggle, but otherwise, these used to be like big hooks and circles and things, a lot of branches and dead ends and things like that. So I mean, again, it sucks because it's kind of well, I don't know. It's still a big city filled with things. It's just that the paths to get from place to place have been streamlined. But yes, let's continue shopping. I still need to get... Yep, go. Compass. Do the same as before. I don't know if I can get them down below 90. Maybe once I get communication skill up, but again, you kind of have to do this to get the communication skill up. So, meh, whatever. And, I mean, 1 dinar is not a big deal. Now, if I was to go for this thing, I probably will wait until I get my communication skill up by this thing. Mainly because I don't think it's really of any use, and 10 dinars is kind of a lot to spend on something that doesn't really have any use. Let's go for 85. He'll offer 99. Go to 90. Oops. And... yeah, it's not worth quibbling over centimes. So yeah, let's just go for 90. Be able to knock off 1 or 2, but yeah. Guarantee the best in town or you're not getting your money back. Compass. Okay. Now, points. Exchange money completed. Bargain for map completed. Bargain for compass completed. 7, 14, 21. Alright. Okay, let's keep taking a look around. So, hello you. Flowers of beauty, flowers of fragrance, most wonderful. Flowers to bring cheer to your day. My name is Lisha, which means quiet one in the language of the kata. I would be honored to sell you some flowers. Here at the north, there are a mere 10 centimes. Strange sort of person even for a human. His name is Sitar. He is shy, but a very good musician. He performs at the inn sometimes in the evening. He makes his living by performing in the bazaar. The name of his snake is Hisa. He is Sitar's companion and music critic. Oh, interesting. In the original one, she offered some flowers for free, but I guess because I got my money changed, I have to buy them. They're only 10 centimes. I don't really have a use for them at the moment, though. Busy to answer. Okay. I'm 117. Musician nods and smiles while he plays. Okay, so we give him a full dinar. Okay. Bit pricey, especially for something that doesn't actually give any points, but whatever. Alright, so that's it for here. Oh, right. Let's go back to the fountain plaza. The fountain. We have delicious things for you to eat. Mouth-tempting falafels of fresh roasted lamb. Dates stuffed with honeyed almonds to tease your tongue. It is a certainty that you will enjoy what we sell. I am Scory, and I am Slory. We are life mates. What you would call husband and wife. We have delicious things for you to eat. Mouth-tempting falafels of fresh roasted lamb. Dates stuffed with honeyed almonds to tease your tongue. It is a certainty that you will enjoy what we sell. And prices. For anyone just joining in, I am having to start the game over again because I had to use a different launcher for it, which didn't work with the old save games. I'll try and mention that every now and then if I notice new viewers or anything like that. So, I mean, if you missed any of the older ones, this is a good place to start in. Otherwise, just enjoy re-going back through the conversations. I might try and do things a little bit different, because I won't, like, do it exactly the same as before, but anyway. Where does, I don't know if I want to actually read through these, because they're going to make me so hungry. Bread is first fried in olive oil, then honey is poured upon it. It's only 30 centimes. The taste will sell itself. Source meat is first dipped in spicy paprika. Then it is quickly cooked over the brazier there. It is an experience found nowhere but in Shapier. It is something you will never forget. Really, but a small amount for such a treat. Our fresh dates are stuffed with the finest of almonds, carefully roasted over the brazier, and then glazed in honey. We personally stuff the dates ourselves. We are very fastidious when working, and you will find no kata hairs in the dates. 30 centimes. Falafel is pita bread stuffed with spicy roasted lamb, a hearty meal. You'll find it most filling. Price is 70. Keep it any price. Our lizard jerky rations are very cheap, but delicious. They travel very well. Surely adventurer gets hungry at times. 5 meals for 100 centimes. You never need be hungry again. The jerky is prepared with only the finest, most succulent rock-flattened lizards. Our special blend of preservatives lets the rich, full-bodied lizard flavor come through. Sounds tasty. So I learned last time, it does actually matter who you talk to, or sorry, who you offer money to as to what you buy. And since I want rations, I apparently need to talk to her. So I can get source on a stick or lizard jerky. I'll only get the 5 extra, so I have 10. There is no Arana's Peace equivalent in this game, as far as I know. So there's no place where I can go just to eat fruit and sleep. I think I have to go back to the inn. Sometimes I'll be caught out and about, and we'll need to use rations. So, unlike in the first game, where I was able to go through the entire thing without having to buy rations once, in this, it's worth having a few extra on hand just in case. But I want to try and make it back to the inn each night in order to eat, enjoy the entertainment, and then go to sleep. I don't know if rations are also used for other things. So I start with 5, but it's worth grabbing an extra 5. Especially because they're not all that expensive. Especially if you can haggle off the 10 extra centimes. Which, I mean, I know this is like bargaining over pennies, but hey, it adds up. So they again offer 99. Oh, it's not right that such speech be rewarded so little. It should be 45 centimes. 45? You wish to give away our food? 96. 92 for such a hero. They're bargaining for me. Very well. For you, we shall make a special price. It will cost you 92 centimes instead of the normal price. 92's not bad. Can I get a little bit lower? I don't really want to insult them, but can we just go for a straight 90? There we go. You'd be much the better for it. May it please you well. Awesome. I now have 10 adventuring rations. Do actually need to be a little mindful on weight. I'm already halfway through. Okay, so that's it for them. I'll talk to this person over here. Pots for sale. Earthenware pots in brightly colored glazes. I have the pot you have long sought. Please you, my name is Toshur. The pots are all made from clay, which is shaped and painted by my hand. I would be most pleased if you were to buy one. There's a very pretty one here for only 300 centimes. Clay is a special type of earth which is used to make pots. I mean, it's nice that it's there. I don't know how many people wouldn't know what clay is. Okay, I don't really need a pot right now. Nice to know that it is there. This sign of the mortar and pestle usually indicates the entrance to an apothecary. Let's have a look in here. Oh, I did not notice you come in. This is the apothecary, where one can buy many wondrous pills and oils. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. I am Harikatar, which in your language means fire druggist. That was well named. The city and land are the very heart of the world. This is the apothecary. One can buy many wondrous pills. I am Harik. If you need something, just let me know. I have the following pills for sale. Vigor, healing, poison, mana. So these are kind of pricey. It might be worth grabbing some while I'm here. I'm gonna go out into the desert at some point, and I might need some pills just to replenish. At the very least, I need healing, poison, and mana, but I might as well get vigor anyway. They're the least expensive of the bunch. Take one pill with water and get plenty of rest. I think this just tells me what they do. Blah blah blah. Restores your energy, heals you. Restores your mana. And yeah, this is something that's new to this particular game. The venom of the desert scorpion is deadly unless you take these pills before you are struck by its tail. Pills tend to get stuck in your throat. Sell oil for filling lamps and for quieting squeaky hinges. A small container of oil costs 20 centimes. I think the rest of these just give directions to where I can find them, so... Oh. Okay, so graphics blip every now and then. I think the problem is, even though this is like a Quest for Glory 2 remake, it was still made several years ago. So the technology that is kind of out of date. And this scum VM thing that I'm running it in is a patchwork at best. So I don't know if I'm just treating some bugs running it by itself for other bugs running it through the scum VM thing. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm able to get through this without too many problems. Anyway, what did I ask? I spot shape here, so desert. The desert is a wonderful source of components for my pills. I'm always out of scorpion venom to make poison cure pills, and ghoul claws for my experiments. He offers 20 dinars for a scorpion tail, 15 for ghoul claws. I'm trying to develop a pill which will protect against the effects of the claws of the ghoul. I have not been able to get many claws, for few ghouls are willing to give them to me, and few adventurers are willing to get them for me. The ghoul is a creature of the night. The scrape of its claws chills the soul and draws the very life away from you. It takes a very agile adventurer to avoid death at its hands. The sting of the scorpion's tail is death, unless you take my poison cure pills. Unfortunately, even they will not help you, if you are struck by the tail more than once. So you either have to have a lot of poison cure pills, or be very good at dodging the tail. And until I can build my dodge skill up, better to have the pills. Even when the old Emir was overthrown, the apothecary of Razier was taken over by the new Emir. If you plan to go to Razier, you might be wise to take some extra pills just in case such things are no longer available there. The new Emir, it has been said, uses drugs of the darkest nature, the ones which poison the mind and soul. Okay. Alright, so it's expensive, but it is worth getting some of these pills. Oh, right, I can click on myself. I keep forgetting I can do that. Okay, so you buy them in batches of 3. The healing pills are 10 dinars. Let's see if we can't get him down a little bit. It gives you a burning glare. That is not an offer I am prepared to accept. A request. Did you pay 10? You're not willing to reduce the price at all? Come on. He's really fixated on 10. Can I drop it down to at least 9? Thank you for your patronage. There's a special money back guarantee with every pill I sell. If you die because of a pill, I will gladly refund your money. That's good to know. Okay, vigor pills. 500. I don't think you'll go as low as 400, but let's see. 464. Let's go for 440. No, you won't go below 464. 450. No? Still 464? Ugh. There we go, 455. It's interesting that keeps the prices. I wonder if that means I can reduce it even further later on when I get higher communication skill. Interesting to try. Mana pills. These are kind of the most important. I doubt he's going to go that low. Let's try that first. No, 14. Split the difference. There you go. And poison cure. He's never gonna go for 8. No. 9? No. So 10. There we go. Okay. Ouch. Ouch to the wallet, but that's that done. While I'm here, let's grab a quick drink. Mountain water is cool and refreshing. And refill water skins. Water skin is... Your water skin is full of water. Oh, okay. Living plants to bring the outdoors inside. Flowers alive to grow and thrive. The Shama I am called, sharing the living beauty of plants is my joy. I have flowering plants and green plants, planted in specially prepared earth and placed in pots from the potter across the way. All will brighten a room and freshen the air. The earth the plant is in was specially suited to the type of plant. If you wish, I will gladly give you some. Oh, so he gives away dirt? Small plant is 100 centimes. Okay. So I can come back to him when I need some dirt. I have baskets of all colors, sizes, and shapes to contain whatever you wish. I will be most honored if the hero of the north were to purchase one of my baskets. I am Saba, and my husband Tasman and my 3 daughters help weave the baskets. The baskets are made of reeds brought from the east, hand-dyed and woven by myself and my family. They cost about 100 centimes each. Okay. Brass is essence of all that I sell. Lanterns and lamps, braziers and bottles, tea servers and cups. I have the goods of the finest workers of metal in the city. I am called Tashtari, which means sunset glow. Brass is the essence of all I sell. Blah blah blah, he's already said that. It is a mixture of copper and zinc, minerals most plentiful in the region, and is beautiful and long-lasting. It makes very fine lamps, braziers, and tea servers. My oil lamps will light the way through the darkest night. Surely an adventurer such as yourself would have need for such a thing. You, Effendi, I will charge but 15 dinars. I have to be careful as to what I spend the rest of my money on. There's one other thing that I do need to get that is fairly pricey. But I won't be able to get it until the following day. Razors mostly used for cooking or for apothecary work. Ugh. You likely have no need for them. My tea servers are exquisitely wrought objects of elegance whenever you serve tea. Alas, I just sold my last bottle last week to a stranger named Haji. He said something about a dream of genie. Alright. And priceless, blah blah blah. Okay, let's check out this fine looking establishment over here. Arak Said, aloha. Welcome in. Gesundheit. Tip a canoe and how do you do? Pleased to meet you and I mean to please you. Welcome to my little shop of wonders. Wonder what shop it is? It's magic, of course. I am Keep On Laughing, proprietor. You must be Noble Cause. Proud to know you, Mr. Cause. Shapier always hopes for heroes. I see by your outfit that you know some magic. You see by my outfit that I know some too. We can see by our outfits that we both know magic. I guess that we too must eschew the hoodoo. Hello, sailor, new in town? How you doing, Bruin? Had any witty conversation? Been chanting with the enchantress yet? Seen all the sights, Justin, or just sighting all the scenes? Tell you a spell now? There's a lot of weird things in here. Green box holding red pencils. Top hats on the bottom are tops, as you bottom. So many puns. X-ray glasses, 15 dinars. Okay. Keep on Laughing is my name. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same. Brazier, I fear, is very queer, and if you do not interfere, I think that it will disappear. It's Sandman, Hot Scot, Dry Guy. Griffin, Jackal, Pterosaurus, Ghoul. Learn their ways in Adventurer's School. Brigand, Genie, Scorpion all asked for info at the Guild Hall. Shapier is a city, small and quaint and pretty. Shapier is a land, large and great and grand. Flip clop to the magic shop and see the owner flip his flop. I sell spells, can't you tell? I'm a little low on spells in stock, but I do have scrolls of Detect Magic for a negligible 10 dinars, Trigger for 15, Force Bolt, Levitate, Neresis, and Razzle Dazzle. So I already have most of these spells. The only ones I really need are Force Bolt and Levitate, but they are quite expensive. And again, I need my cash for something else. So these just give a little description of what all of them do. I already know most of them from the first game. So again, the only new ones are Force Bolt. If you have a need for nudging, or a bent for bouncing, this spell is swell. It can punch, it can push, it can even beat around the bush. All this from your 20 dinars. And Levitate. It's got its ups and downs, but if you need a lift, this will get your feet up off the ground. And there's also a spell here, Reversal, which is not one he offered for sale. Turnabout's fair play. That's what I always say. But the last time I saw Reversal was... well, I don't give out my age, and neither does anyone else. And everything else is just the same. I'll go through these just because it helps with the conversation skill. But again, Dazzle stuns enemies, Trigger causes magic spells to take effect. Detect just detects magic in the area. Flame Dart is a combat spell. Fetch grabs things. Zap charges your weapon with magic. Speaking of magic. Magic, magic everywhere. Find it at Aziz's lair. Magic, magic, wait a bit. Find it in the soul of wit. Magic, magic in the stars. The astrologer can see that far. Magic, magic, where'd it begin? Go and ask the mighty Jinn. Magic, magic, where'd it stop? Look around my magic shop. With those old things, I could never get them to work correctly. Then again, I've never worn them. And again, these are all just directions, blah blah blah. Enter the city. Adventurers Guild. Plaza of the Fighters is west of here. Monty Aziza lives off the east end of Shmali Tariq. Mind your P's and Q's when you're there, or she might send you know where. Rumor? Aziza has a waterbed and fiddles with fish. Okay. If you want to be witty, then search in the city. The nitty-gritty to this ditty, you need magic to find it. It was designed by committee. Money changer, yeah, already found her, that's fine. Astrologer. Do not hurry, do not wait, the astrologer will tell your fate. He is not near, he is not far. He is at the end of Tarika stars. Okay. I think that's it. I think this is just, yeah, that again. Okay. So yeah, I think I will leave this stuff. Oh, yeah, hang on. What's new, blue? So, I already have some of these. I don't know what that is. X-ray glasses, 15 dinars, kind of expensive. Might hold off on those. And levitate and force boat. So I'll come back for those another time. If you need to know some knowledge about the magic way, then go and see Aziza, who will enchant you if you stay. Watch out, she's testy though. So long, farewell, oaf. Oh. So long, farewell, oaf, we the same. Goodbye, see you real soon, Effendi cause I like you. Okay, that's it for the Plaza of the Fountain. So now let's go... I'll just make a quick stop over at the Plaza of the Palace because there's not really a lot here. So let's get this out of the way. The finest of carpets in all the land I have for your perusal, here of the north. I am Tiram, and all my family makes carpets. I sell the finest of rugs, hand-woven by my family. Merchant prices are all too high. Okay, that's it for that. And then this guy. Jewelry of the finest gems inlaid in rings of gold and silver, necklaces of beautiful stones, things of beauty which will last forever, all of which I sell. I am called Shasana, the Diamond of the Desert. I have many types of necklaces and bracelets, but my specialty is to sell the jewelry best suited to the customer. I believe, O hero, that for you I have a pin. Here's a pin with a sapphire of exceeding clarity and color like that of your eyes, and a simple but elegant gold setting with a color like that of your hair. It would be a gift worthy of a sultan. Merchant's prices are too high. So I was never able to figure out. I wasn't given it, was I? I have to actually buy the pin, right? Sapphire pin has a value of 500 dinars. Would you care to bargain? 500 dinars. Maybe another time. Okay. And then down here. Is the Sultan's Palace. Doors bear copper clad, judging from the color of them. And the guards are basically just guides. You can ask them about different places and how to find them. But that's it for that. So let's go over to Plaza of Fighters. Talk to this guy real quick. Cloth of the finest of weaves and the loveliest of colors, clothes to entice the touch, veils to reveal and to conceal. All this have I and more. You can attest to how comfortable and comforting my wares are. You wear them as well, or you wear them well. And Kiram. I have clothes of all sizes and styles, cloth of the finest dyes. If it is made of cloth, then I carry it in my stand. Perhaps I could sell you a cloth bag to contain your extra equipment. The bags I have are woven so fine they can carry the sand and plaster used to repair the city walls. It's strong enough they will not break under so much weight. They cost but 50 centimes. Not bad. I don't really need one. The finest in leather work will I sell to you, hero, from a distant land. My leather is noted the world over for its beauty and durability. And Mirak. The belts and boots I sell are made from dyed saurus skin. The very ones you wear came from my stand. I sell many other items made from leather, but the one thing that I sell which every adventurer needs most in this land is a water skin. The belts and boots are cut and shaped for the customer and take a few days to create. The water skin will hold enough water for a day's journey in the desert. It can be refilled in the fountain. It is often the only thing between a traveler and certain death when one explores around the city. It will cost you 100 centimes. Okay, so I do actually want some water skins. I'll grab a few. Oop, that should do it. I remember making an offer and he accepted it almost immediately, so I'm gonna lowball it and see if I can't get away with it. Because I don't know if his acceptance is based on the offer or the total price. So this is currently 300 centimes for something that's worth 400. Let's see if he goes for this. New. Since what you say said so well, it must be that I will sell it for only 99. What 80? 98? 85? 7, for Pete's sake. Maybe I didn't get it for less than usual. Okay, 90 each. Here you go, Fendi, come again. Alright, so I now have those. Here we go. Communications is currently at 78. So I guess that's enough to get to 90% of the original asking price. I'll go into the weapon shop. There's nothing that I need in here, but it's worth just talking to the guy. I'm a sewer, and this is my weapon shop. I make the best swords and daggers. What do you want? You're too busy flexing. Pop flexing. Come over here and face me when you talk to me, wimp. Yeah, what do you want? I am a sewer of the House of Usher. Those are my trophies from arm wrestling tournaments in Patelumir. They are not for sale. It takes real muscle to be good at arm wrestling. I'm the best. If you want me to prove it, let me know and I'll be glad to wrestle you. It might be a good way of improving my strength. I don't think my strength is very high right now, though. The desert is where you separate the men from the wimps. If you want monsters, go out in the desert at night. That's where real men get weapon practice, not with some wimpy dame at the guild hall. This place is the best weapon shop in the world. Really? Definitely can't be this one. Make the finest weapons in all shape here. So yeah, it's not really any of these that I'm particularly interested in. These are the best daggers you've ever seen for only 500 centimes apiece. I really need more than one. And swords. It's being sold to one of the Sultan's guards. Axe is sold to someone else. Chainmail. Yeah, I don't think I can wear chainmail. Arzad? Nice name. That place is for sissies. After all, it's run by a woman. Woof. Okay, whatever you say, buddy. I will probably never talk to you again. My name is Rasha Rakesh Satarna. I am called Rakesh. I am of the Lionthor people. Sultan summoned me to Shapier to aid against the dark magic, which even now hovers near the city. I fear, though, that I am not the hero I once was. Perhaps you will become the hero they need. We are a proud race of strong warriors, although we do tend to be a bit vain and perhaps a bit boastful. A true hero knows what must be done when there is need, and he must be able to do it. The rumors from Razier are that laws have become more important than men, and that it has become a crime to think. Few go to that city now, and even fewer return. The desert is very dangerous to the unwary. Even a powerful warrior equipped with plenty of water can perish if he travels during the heat of the day. There are many monsters out in the desert. They are all easy to avoid if you simply do not go out in the desert to look for them. When a pack of Jackamen attack, it is the weakest which strikes first. Keep your blade trained upon one at a time until that foe is defeated, or you will find yourself overwhelmed by their numbers. A ghoul is a very dangerous thing to fight. Its very touch draws your life from you. You must be very quick to avoid its touch. Brigands search the desert for unwary travelers. They will kill gladly and steal whatever they can. It is unwise to get into a fight with a scorpion unless you have taken a poison cure pill and are very skilled at dodging and parrying. Parrying is a fight skill, so I can't actually do that, so I have to rely on dodging. Few escape from combat with a scorpion. The Pterosaurus is very swift, and its powerful hindquarters can easily disembowel a man. The Griffin is a tough fighter, but it seldom attacks humans unless it is provoked. This is a fine kingdom, and its ruler is very wise, but there are signs of dark magic seeking to overwhelm Shapier. This is very much a home for me. When I was younger, I did much adventuring and exploring. That was, of course, before my leg was injured. I do not travel much now. I am here at the Sultan's request. My leg was damaged a long time ago when I tried to fight a demon that was destroying my people. The demon struck me with its poisoned tail. The bone was shattered, and because of the poison, the leg did not heal correctly, even with magic. The demon was sent by a wizard who sought to overthrow my kingdom. I defeated the demon and eventually the wizard, but I had to give up the rule of my kingdom to my brother. The wizard turned out to be a demon who sought through magical means to break the barriers between his world and ours. It took many years, but I at last managed to send the demon wizard back to his own world. I ruled the kingdom of Tarna, until I had to choose between ruling my people or preventing the wizard from doing greater evil. I do not regret the choice I made. The kingdom of Tarna lies to the southwest, many, many miles from here. I have not seen it for a very long while. My brother became a most wise ruler of Tarna, and I learned what it is to be a paladin. The way the paladin is to seek to know that which truly is. The paladin strives to learn his own inner nature and that of others. The paladin does whatever needs to be done to bring light to the world. Not for glory, not for gain. The paladin becomes a paladin because it is his will. What is the very essence of your soul? Blah, blah. So, a paladin is a 4th class that you can actually become, but you have to be Actually, I think you have to be a warrior. Or, sorry, a fighter. I'm actually not entirely sure. But I'm fairly certain you have to be a fighter to become a paladin. I don't think he really deals with thieves or magic users. Back. I think this is all just blah blah blah. Excellent in. It is easy to underestimate the kata. They are shrewd and see much. Magic surrounds all of us in this world, and is a part of us all also. Aziza has many more answers than I. Aziza is a very powerful enchantress, wise in the ways of the elements. You might visit her house near the Shmali Tariq if you can win her respect. He seeks knowledge in the stars. I find knowledge everywhere. Sultan Harun al-Rashid watches over his people and strives to make sure they are happy and content. It sorrows him greatly to think of Razier. It angers him greatly to think of the one behind Razier. Okay, I think that does it for him. Let's go into the guild hall. Ah, the hero of the katas. You have some reputation already. You hear merchants talk. If you are as good as they say you are, you must be plenty good. Amahura, I'd be honored you visit here. Stuffed head brings back memories of your encounters with those lovable Saurus Rexes in Spielberg. His relative doesn't look as bulky, but seems every bit as mean. The plaque reads, Pterosaur slain by Rakesh Satarna. A bone quiver on the wall for times of war. This creature's head looks like that of an overgrown canine, but if the plaque is to be believed, it must have been separated from a humanoid torso. The plaque reads, Jackalman slain by sweeping Sir James. The tusks could only have come from a rather large specimen of Ephelumpus purubinus. Ephelumps and woozles? A native Fricanian shield and 2 cross spears adorn the part of the wall above the doorway. It's the head of the rare southern moose, you can tell by the hat. The Fricanian drums sit in one corner of the room, whenever whoever uses them. Standard Guildhall quest board. One of the less unusual things in this room, has an assortment of notices posted. They will be given to the one who restores the Emir Aris al-Din to his rightful place in the palace at Razier, the sum of 1,000 dinars. By order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. So that's endgame reward. Way of the Paladin to seek to learn to do. He who is willing to brave the desert should seek Harikatar. Oh yeah, I already talked to him about these. Those who do service to the city and land of Shapir shall know the rewards of goodness by order of the Sultan Harun al-Rashid. Hopefully the rewards also include cash. There's needed for a spell of great power the whirling part of a dervish. Inquire at the magic shop. Keep on laughing, proprietor. The log is for the most part written in a language you can't read. You sign your name in the book with a flourish. Last entry is Trystan, hero of Spielberg. That with some points. Doot. Find the book. My name is Uhura. It means freedom in my people's voice. My people be very far from here. I be Simbani warrior. But Simbani woman cannot be wife and warrior, so I be coming to Shapir to find father. I can bear child. Now I have Simba and still remain Simbani warrior. My land and people are many months' travel from here. His father be in the Sultan's guards. Strong fighter. He'd be almost better than me. Very bad things happened there. Maybe they start to happen here. I'd be hoping not. Have a strong fighter, but such things come with bad magic. Hard to fight magic with a spear. No place for fools, too hot in the day, too many monsters at night. Very easy to get lost and never come back from there. Many monsters live in the desert. You'd be going there, you need watch for jackamen and ghouls at night. During day, you find brigands, scorpions, and pterosauruses always be a problem. The jackamen and ghouls at night, brigands during the day. One jackaman not be all that tough. Many jackamen be wearing down even good fighters. Keep rest of the pack off your flank at all cost. Ghouls be bad magic things that out only at night. They eat the dead, but they will not be picky if they get the chance to eat you. They steal your life, and then use it to cast spells against you. Avoid their spells, and kill them quickly while they be weak. Brigands be only moderate fighters, but they can still kill unprepared victims. You'll be fine as long as you attack and defend better than they do. If you be fighting Scorpion, you must watch the tail. If the tail gets you, then you will be plenty sick, maybe dead. Unless you get healing. Scorpion be not a very smart fighter though. Dinosaur thing with many claws and teeth. It likes to eat people. Look out when it leaps at you. It can tear you up if you do not dodge. A few weeks ago, one pterosaurus approached city and invade pen, tried to kill riding sauruses. Rakesh was nearby and helped gate guard slay it. Now head hangs here on wall. Strong fighter with claws and beak it be. Tear you to shreds unless you dodge and fight better. This be a good place to stay while Simba be so small. Soon he be big enough to travel. Then we be going back to my home. Oof. Maybe practice combat skills. Rakesh be saying there's bad things happen here soon. Bad magic. Keep him down. Somebody's got to stop him. Maybe you. Rakesh would be broken badly and fight long time. It did not heal right. So I'm just kind of skimming through these. There's nothing particularly of any interest here. Blah blah blah. The doing thing for the city, sometimes the Sultan gives Rakesh money to give to the person who did the thing. EOF. That's the fighters thing, so no use. And a lot of these are just going to be directions. Yeah, blah blah blah. Simba means lion in my language. Rakesh say he sounds like a lion cub when he cries. And these are all his directions. Okay, never mind. I think that's it. Alright. So that's most of the city explored, most of the people talked to, some shopping done. Now, fingers crossed this works. But I'm going to try out the combat system. That would be a good place to see just how good a fighter you are. I get tired of not using spear and shield for so long a while. Maybe you and I will go check out skills there. No magic though, I don't do magic. This be the training area. Sometimes Rakesh and I spar here when his leg be not hurting. If you have some spare time, we can practice a bit together. You may not be warrior, basic combat knowledge still be useful to keep you alive. Simba looks excited. You wonder if his mother always allows him to attend combat training. Boone fits in well with the rest of the guild hall, but would stand out like a sore thumb in your average Shapirian crowd. Her appearance gives you the impression that she's as foreign to these parts as you are. start with the tutorial. You may be wanting to know some basic combat actions. I'd be happy to teach you. This tutorial is intended to introduce the player to the basics of the game's battle system. Good, we start with some footwork. First, move backward. Like this. Now you try. Press keypad 2 to walk back. Move back one more time. We now both be standing at the edge of combat area. None of us be capable of moving further backward. Now walk forward again to advance on opponent. Press 8 up to walk forward. If enemy be right in front of you, you cannot advance further. Footwork also be important when getting out of harm's way. There be various ways to dodge incoming attacks. The most common way of dodging be moving sideways. Be careful if enemy swings with his weapon. Oops, my phone just shut down. If you be dodging in the wrong direction, you'd be walking right into his blow. I need to plug in my phone. Wait a little while before it comes back on. Okay, press keypad 1, keypad 3 to dodge sideways. Good. In real combat, opponent may be faster. I'll be going easy on you now. Reflexes and blades must be equally sharp, otherwise you lose. There are more ways to evade blows in combat, all of them based on principle of footwork. Easiest way is jumping backwards and moving out of my reach. Let's try. There's keypad 2 to avoid attacks. This key has 3 different functions. Ow. Watch my movements carefully. In real combat, it'd be difference between life and death. Try again. Problem with jumping backwards be that you can get yourself cornered this way. If an attack is aimed high, you can quickly duck under it. But this not be very tiring, and you remain within range for a quick counterattack. But will only work if act at least at last moment. Need good timing, let's try. Press keypad 2 at the last moment to duck high attacks. No, too early. I don't think I'm ever going to be doing that. Not very good at timed dodges. Well timed. Now we try something similar. If enemy uses attack aimed at kneecaps or feet, you can jump up to avoid it. I do a low stab and you dodge by jumping. Ow. Make sure to defend like that in actual combat too. Now we do some attacking. Combat can't be won unless you can damage enemy. Safest and fastest way to attack be the stab or thrust. Stab does not do much damage, but enemy won't have much time to defend against it, or counter it, by stabbing. Stabbing is 9. Poke. Finally, let's practice the swing. This attack be slower than the stab, but inflicts more damage. Swish. Attack me once more. As you can see, opponent will mine defenses, and you better be doing too. That'll be all for now. Next training session, we fight for real. One more thing. If you think you'll be losing, run away. Survival will be more important than pride. You may die gloriously out in the desert, but nobody here will ever know. Press escape if you want to run away from combat. So that's how combat works. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. On the number keypad. I don't think 4 and 6 is used for anything. 5 is used for, I think, a special kick. And I do have spells that are cast by the WASD keys. So I'm probably going to get my ass kicked, but let's try a challenge. Zergisana, I accept your challenge. Let's fight. Yeah, I definitely have to get better at these timings. Can you escape out of it? You lower your weapon and yield combat, yeah. I did practically nothing to her. Enough for now, you look pretty winded. We go back to Hall. I'm an 18 out of 88. Oof. Oh well, my dodge and weapon use went up a little bit. That's good. Battle advice. Before Spoon was born, I'd be doing some hunting in desert. Fought many monsters. If you'd be wanting to know more about them, just say so. Is this just the same? Oh no, it is different. Moderate fighters, you can still kill unprepared victims. They sometimes carry throwing daggers, so keep guard up at distance too. Usually be best to stay close to them. Okay, so for brigands, stay close in. If you fight Jackaman Pack, you must keep moving at all times. Trading hits be a very bad idea. Hit and run to slowly wear the pack down while keeping yourself alive. So you have to move. Ghouls be powerful, but their power has limits. Defend until their energy runs dry, and don't let them steal more from you or recover power. Attack while they be weak. Oh, okay, so dodge until they've run out of power, and then hit them. Okay. There we go. Alright. Scorpion be not very smart fighter, so keep on what attacks they use. Learn to predict what comes next. I don't know if it's the same in here, but I remember in the original game, the Scorpion does kind of announce its attacks. So like it'll show you when it's about to use its pincer, and it wiggles its tail when it's about to stab. But otherwise, yeah, very simple. Pterosaurs cannot defend. They can take lots of hits. Quick stabs halt its attacks, but you still need good dodging skills, so you do not die while wearing it down. Wearing it down takes a long time. Strong fighter with claws and beak could be. Tear you to shreds unless you dodge and fight better. Okay, so yeah, each enemy type basically has like an AI that determines what it does in combat. It's kind of interesting that there's like different tactics that can be used against different enemies. So the Brigand, you want to be offensive. You want to stay in his face and just keep hitting him until he goes down. The Jackalmen, you need to move around, make sure that they're not surrounding you. I'm guessing since you can only move forward and back, you don't want them to come around to the sides. So if they're trying to flank you, I guess you move back, but then you get the chance of getting stuck. You kind of want to dodge back and then move forward, or push them forward. Ghouls are the ones that steal your power to cast spells. So, in my case, dodge until they run out of power, and then move in and finish them off before they can recharge. Scorpions, simple combat. look for triggers. Pterosaurus. Stab, stab, stab. And the Griffin. Okay, I think we're done here. Until I'm able to get my stamina back. Not much else we can do here. Oh. Oh, Control R is the map. Oh, Control R is map. Okay. Can't use that to rest. What is the quick thing? Oh, I don't think there's a way of getting into the controls here. Oh no, hang on. Blah, blah, blah. Menu options. Oh, didn't say. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know what the hotkey is meant to be for resting. Inventory. Compass. Oops, that's quit. Hang on a moment. Fortunately, it does keep an autosave. Oops. So that should be where it left off. Yeah. And okay, I'm gonna have to see if there's a way of being able to fix this, because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to rest. Well, that sucks. The other way to rest would be to go back to the inn. If I go back to here, I can rest for like an hour or so. The bedroom. Storage thing I can put extra bits and pieces into. I don't think there's ever really a need to use it. Closet is empty. Storage chest contains enough room for all your belongings. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, rest an hour. So I can just get an hour's nap, which restores my stamina. And now I'm back to good. Welcome, hero. Yeah, so now you can talk about all these things. Meta magic is subtle and hidden from most people. We let you see our magic only because you are our friend. Yeah, the magic you use to change my clothes. Midday. Alright. We've discovered most of the major locations, we've talked to a bunch of people, done some shopping, but there's still a couple of places that need to be found. Come down here. We can follow the Street of Stars. Continue along the Street of Stars. Again, all the dead ends and things are blocked off. Until we finally get to here. Come in, Hassan, come in. Oh, that's not you, is it? It is hard for me to tell at such a distance. Come in anyway, and welcome. I am Abu al-Najun. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing these names correctly. It's just as close as I'm going to be able to get. And I am the astrologer of the stars and omens. Who are you that I might know you? Ah, Trystan, it is indeed a name for heroes. It is well that you have come then. The signs show that we will soon need a hero here. That was worth a few more points. Get to astrologer. Done. Seven, 14, 21, 29, yeah. You used to have Magic 8 Ball that performed much the same function as this dartboard. Stars are all out of place compared to Spielberg. Where the heck is this place? The ladder must lead to the roof where the stargazing is better. You've heard of 4-poster beds, but this is ridiculous. I don't know if I would like a bed this tall. Or like this far off the ground. It'd be kind of neat, but at the same... Well, it does have a railing. So it's not like you risk falling off. I don't know, this could actually be kind of fun. Every day the astrologer thanks his lucky stars that he has lucky stars. That's the carpet. I can't see the cards, okay. Oh yeah. P plus kaboom minus the M. Pika boo. I see you. Oh heck, you're never any good at these things anyway. It's only a model of a planetary system. It isn't the real thing. Welcome. May the stars smile upon you. I have been stargazing since I was little. There is so much to learn from astrology. Astrology is based on the principle of as above, so below. The heavens reflect the earth, and vice versa. My job is to reveal the future to those who seek it. Perhaps you wish to know your own fortune. If you wish to know your fortune, I will need to know your guiding signs. Tell me about your past and the things you have done. Wait, can I actually do that? Oh yeah, all about Spielberg. You have lived a most interesting life. I will look into what signs have guided your life thus far and see how they will affect you in the future. This will take many hours, so you'll need to come back some other day. Okay, so I guess we'll come back and talk to him again tomorrow. The Dark Hand is over Razier now. Its ruling planet has been missing since it passed across the dragon. The stars which shape the hand signify action. When the hand is dark, it means oppression. The dragon is the sign of vast magical power. The Eye of the Shadow is over the city. The Dark Hand is moving towards us. There will be misfortune here shortly. The planet known as the Eye has crossed the sign of the Shadow. The Shadow is watching us, and who knows what evil lurks. I sure don't. Dark Hand I've already asked about. I visit the palace each morning to tell of the night's events. The Sultan, may his name be printed in the stars, consults me regularly. I guess that's it. I talk to the stars, and the things they tell are more than mere rumor. The relationships of the stars influence our lives constantly. Okay, whatever. I guess that's it. Thank you. If you need to know more about the future, visit me again when it arrives. Map only works on the streets and plazas. Alright. One last place to find then. I think it is here. I just need to go right, straight, and then right. Or would it be easier? Actually, it'd be easier to go from here. First left. Oh, actually, before I do this, I got the water skins, so I actually want to come here anyway. Grab a drink. Num num. And then fill the water skins. You fill your water skins with cool, clear water from the fountain. Awesome. Right, now let's go back over here. And this way. But just keep going, and then first left that I can actually make. Oh, hello. You see a cat and merchant peddling wares. Oops. My name is Sony. My collection of perfumes contains fragrances for every occasion you could imagine. Actually buys perfume? You're not interested in any of the bottles right now. Yeah, okay. See, I want more of this, but in the plazas. And why isn't this guy in the plazas? Or things like it. There's like a perfume seller. Just random bits and pieces. Oh, here we go. Mali Tariq, yeah. Purple door with the eye. The door seems to be watching you. Listen at the door. It sounds as if there's a stream trickling on the other side of the purple door. Knock on door. You politely knock on the door. Who is it that seeks to enter? Who is it that sent you here? Okay, so I could say keep on laughing, or I could say Rikish. Keep on was the first one who mentioned it, so I might go with him. Keep on laughing. I think that's how it's spelled. Yes. What is the element most appropriate to the owner of the magic shop? He was on a cloud. He had the weird sky. So air. My first is the first, my second the last. Next comes myself, then back to the end, and beginning again. Who am I? Well, I already know your name is Aziza. But first is A, last is Z, Z, whatever. And me, myself, and I. You may enter freely into my home, Trystan. Sweet. Come in, sit down, and we shall speak. Shall we share tea? The tea is cool and refreshing. You find yourself relaxing as you drink and listen to the sound of flowing water. Now that we have shared tea, what is it for which you have come? My name means highly prized. It was the name of my mother. My magic is very practical. I know many things that go on in this land. Unfortunately, Razir has been closed to me, my far-seeing, since the Emir vanished. Soon I will try a different type of spell to see if I can gain more information. The magic I work with most is water magic, that of knowledge and true seeing. As water can reflect, I too can reflect spells back upon the caster. There is much magic in this land, some of a very dark nature. Water is the element of healing and life. I use it in all my magical workings. Magic can be misused for ill purposes. A foe can seem to be a friend, and the victim is helpless against the foe. The more powerful the magic, the more likely that it can be used for evil purposes. My spells allow me to see things at a distance and to know their true nature. No, that's the same as what she said before. Keepon likes to engage in magical games with visitors every so often. You should ask him about it. Okay, so the Scum VM thing apparently messes up with Keepon's game. I don't know if that's going to be a big deal. I don't think it's worth any points, so it might be okay if I just skip it. I'll give it a try to see if it's fixed, but yeah, it doesn't seem to be like a wizard-specific points thing, so it should be okay. Yeah, so I might just be able to skip it. It's a shame. It'd be nice to do, but whatever. At least the game is playable. Playing it on its own, without the Scum VM thing, it's not really playable. The only thing that kind of sucks is not being able to access that one menu. But I'll look into that. Done with that, done with that. So which one was that? Was that Razir? No. Razir was like a twin to Shapier until a year ago this month. The Emir Aras was overthrown and disappeared. His brother now sits upon the throne. There is a darkness over the city through which I cannot see with all my magic. The Emir Aras was a foolish man who ruled more with his heart than his head. There was magic involved in his disappearance. Since he has been gone, the city of Razir has fallen into dark times, and many have fled the new tyranny. When I try to use Farsi upon the city of Razir, it is as though the city is wrapped in a web of blackness, which I cannot see through. The Ifrit make the hot desert sands their home. They are seldom seen. The Jinn are very powerful magical beings who roam this land. There are 5 types of Jinn: Jan, Jinn, Shaitan, Ifrit, and Marid. Those of you who play D&D probably recognize these names, but for here, they're actually kind of different. So, Jinn are powerful and rule the air, living in the clouds. Jan are seldom seen. They take the shape of animals and hide in the mountains to avoid outsiders. Shaitan prefer streams and waterways. The Ifrit are associated with fire, and as such, prefer the desert. Most powerful and magical of all are the Merid, and the master of the Merid is Iblis. Iblis once sought to rule the world and created a great city in the middle of the desert, but Suleiman ben Daud summoned all the jinn to rise against Iblis. Iblis was bound in a statue, and his mighty city was destroyed to become his tomb. So yeah, there's still the division of elements. I think the Jinn is air, Jen is earth, Shaitan is water, Ifrit is fire, and the Merid are the leaders. In D&D, the Jinn and the Ifrit are the same, I think. Air, fire. Shaitan are earth, Merid are water. And the Jan is like a minor type of Jinn. Minor type of genie. That's like not really associated with any of the elements. Or it might be a combination of all of them? I can't remember. So yeah, similar but different. The city was built around the magic fountain which flows freely. It is protected by the mountains and the desert, and has known only peace and prosperity until now. You know more of that about magical fountain is symbol of our city. People's magical abilities are great, but his style is much too childish. Still, if you must purchase his sort of toy magic, his shop is the place to visit. If you seek the Wizards Institute of Technocracy, that's what it is. Technocracy, okay. You will need to use the very thing for which you seek it. The astrologer is fond of making predictions of things to come. Some of the things of which he speaks actually come to pass. Oof. The Sultan Harun al-Rashid is a most wise ruler. He often consults me for information about things. He has a good deal of understanding about people, and he knows how best to use them. He is doing everything in his power to prevent the ill omens from coming to pass. Okay, I think that about does it. Not familiar with idle gossip. He is cool and refreshing. There are all sorts of odds and ends on the shelves. For instance, you see a leftover hero sandwich. It has to be the biggest bunch of carp you've ever seen. The tapestry is very old and very blue. The pattern appears to be abstract, but it resembles the waves in the ocean. Flask of rehydration solution. Interesting. Bug in a bottle. Wine bottle. Butter flavored syrup. Moisturizing shampoo. In the mildew, you were able to recognize some of the book titles. For instance, Aziza owns Volume 1 of the Tide Life Self-Help series, 20,000 Leaks Under the Sink. Air is humid and the decor is sea green. Aziza keeps a tidy house. Okay, I think we're done here. Aziza's beauty in no way masks her intensity, purposefulness, and the aura of power around her. It is good when in her presence to be on your best behavior. Okay, thank you. You're most welcome. I think it's time to say goodbye. It has been a pleasure conversing with you. Perhaps we shall share tea again sometime. Okay. Mid-afternoon. Oh, right. Control R to map. Okay, so I think that's the locations found. I need to find wit, but I think I need to get the other two spells first. So I'll leave that for a while. Got pretty much everything else I want. The only thing is, well, if I come back here, what time is it? I'll give you a duck. I don't want a duck. Still in the afternoon. Okay. 36 points. Is that what I should be on right now? Enter Aziz's house. Right. 7, 14, 21, 31, 36. Yeah, okay. Alright, I think I am going to wrap things up here. So, this is almost caught up to where I was the last time. I've gone through the city, I've done all the exploration, talked to all the people I can, did a bit of shopping. There are one or two other things that I still need to do to catch up properly, but unfortunately they're not available to do on day one. So I'll need to wait until... I want it to get until sunset, so I can come back to the inn, have a meal, and then sleep for the night. There isn't really much else to do in the city. What I may do to kill some time is just take a peek outside. I'll take a little look, see what's going on, and then come back in. And by then, it should be sunset, at which point I can do the eat and rest. And then day 2 is pretty much where I got up to last time. So, next time round, we'll finish catching up, and then continue on to, I guess, wandering the desert. There's some more things to find out there, some monsters to fight, now that the combat system actually works. I want to see if I can figure out how magic works in combination with the new combat system. Because unfortunately, Uhura at the guild hall only does physical combat. You can't actually cast any spells. I think if you try, she ends the fight right then and there. So, there are only like 4 spells you can use in combat, one of which I don't have. So I think Dazzle, Zap, and Flame Dart are the ones that I have. Interesting how they interact in combat situations. I'm guessing Dazzle stuns the enemy, which allows me to Flame Dart them, and then I can Zap to finish them off. That's what I assume, at least. But anyway, that kind of stuff can wait until next time. As of right now, I think I'm going to wrap things up. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll be, continuing this series for the next little while, playing through the rest of Quest for Glory 2, and then carrying on to the other ones. So, stay tuned for more episodes of that. But as of right now, I think I'm going to call it a night. So, I will see you all next time.